Passion that I grew up in my life was productivity. Ever since that, I've started to understand how this world works or how things work. My dad has always asked me, ever since I was like a little girl, whenever my dad woke me up on Sundays, he asked me, Anjali, what are you going to do today? What are your goals for today? Uh, what is something that you want to work on today? In short, he would always ask me what I'm planning to do for the day and what are my goals are and what I'll get done. And ever since on, especially on Sundays, since that's the only day I was at home, my school used to go on Saturdays. I would say that okay, I'm gonna do a subjects homework or like a report or maybe a craft project for school, anything like, or I'll just study maths or I'm gonna study a book, something. I always had plans. But after graduation, after I completed my BA, I started to think, oh wow, I do not really have a plan anymore. Life has become a big fat existential crisis, and perhaps I do not know the way, where do I want to go and how I'm gonna get there. Nothing is like scheduled, or it will ever be scheduled, or like I have not made a list. Sometimes I make lists, sometimes I make to-do lists, and I list out the things, like list out my goals, but nothing is planned anymore. And that's the problem. My whole life has been built around a routine, a routine where you wake up at 7 and you get ready by 7:30 and you eat breakfast and then you go to school or you go to college or you go to work and then you come back and you know and since this coronavirus thing happened, I lost my job. I stopped working the regular hours. My routine has been ori. I wake up now around 9:30 or something. I'm confused what to do with my days. I'm confused what I'm gonna get done on that very day. Unless I write some goals out, it's very difficult for me. And even if I write out my to-do list, I get demotivated. I do not feel any motivation to do anything anymore. It's like I do not want to work my whole life. I do not want to keep working hand and living a hand to mouth life, living from paycheck to paycheck. That's not my thing, and I don't know where I'm going and how am I getting there, and what productivity means, if productivity means anything anymore, because I do not really know. And it's like being a guinea pig and running on that circular thing on a wheel and just running there like the story of Sisyphus. You're just running and running and running and running, and it's like an infinite task. It never stops, and then I see no point in it. So I don't really know what's going on anymore. And since I was a child, life felt like a rotating wheel. I'm going from point A to point B. Point A was school, point B was 12th grade, then there was point C where you will get graduation, gonna score high marks. Like I would make milestones for myself, like get 100 in biology, get an A in art class, or get an A in English, top the class in English, and top the class in biology, and then write poems every day. That's something I did when I was in 11th grade, and I wrote poems for around a month, and then it was like 250 poems for an year. And it felt like running with a strategy about being productive and about having this idea of productivity in my head was my only goal, or that became my identity. I was known for being someone who's like hey, Anjali is hardworking, she's a hardworking girl. And when people will give me compliments like, oh, I know you do so much work, you do all the household work, you still show up to school, you do well in school, you score good marks. It's like that was my identity. It was like, oh, I'm glad I'm killing myself with stress because now I have this stress disorder thing. And I mean, I was like, thanks. And then I also told myself, oh, great job, Anjali. You're killing yourself every day with nervousness and stress and anxiety. So if you're feeling like you're not going anywhere and you're not getting anywhere and you're tense and you're stressed about how things are going to pan out, because I'm sure you are, everyone is in this global pandemic, but don't lose hope, because you are not productivity and productivity is not you. Your worth as a human being is not defined by being productive, and your productivity is also not defined by being who you are. Sometimes you are productive and sometimes you're not. Some days you're gonna have, a better day, just by waking up and just by doing things that you love. Some days are going to be good and some days are just going to be bad. There's nothing you can do about it. There's some days you're going to feel so fueled that, oh, I'm gonna do this, and some days you're just not gonna feel like doing anything because you don't feel like doing anything anymore and you're so demotivated, because everyone is who doesn't have like a normal societal structure, and they are not following some kind of societal norm of doing things in a appropriate way. But it's fine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's fine, and don't really beat yourself up for being productive or being less productive or not being productive at all. Sorry, that was a rant. I also want to tell you that life has given me so much freedom, in the sense that I'm unspeakably free. You are free. You're more freer than you'll ever think you would be. And no matter what I tell myself, I mean, I used to tell myself that my dad will control my life. Like, things will control my life. My boss will control my life. Your boss can do only one thing, or maybe two things. He can tell you how much and what you're gonna work and how much your salary is going to be. But then again, you can learn negotiation skills and you can negotiate the hell out of your salary. There's that. But another thing that I would tell you is that you are free. No matter who tells you what, no matter what your parents tell you, no matter how much they force their decision on you, you are free. You are the only person who can decide for your life. Nobody else can and nobody else will ever. So stop living in some kind of self-limiting belief that people are going to decide for you. People are going to tell you what you are going to be or who you are and what you're capable of, because people like telling that for some goddamn fucking sake. I do not know. They just like throwing their own self-limiting beliefs, and they throw it around like confetti, like, oh yeah, you can't do anything, you're not gonna amount to anything. This is something I've heard from my dad every day since I decided to not be a doctor. I cracked it and then I was like, I do not want to be a doctor. It's not something I enjoy doing. So why will I do that? But then again, then my dad started to tell me, you're not going to do anything, important in your life. You're going to just waste your life and not going to amount to anything. You're not going to achieve anything. And that's not really true. You're the person, you're the one who's responsible for what you're going to amount to. You're the person who's going to decide what happens to you and what doesn't happen to you, and where you get in life and where you not get in life, because you're the one in control of your life. As soon as you realize that, and as quicker as you realize that, you will not beat yourself up for small things like productivity. Because I'm on LinkedIn, okay, and I see people's posts and they're like, I'm not productive because I'm not writing less than 5 articles per day. No, no, no. That's not how things are. It's okay if you do not write 5 articles a day, or you're not writing 10 articles, and if you're not filling online, it's completely fine. Know yourself, know what you like, know which hours you're the most productive, and what you like doing, and which hours you're gonna get the most work done, because most of us are stuck with our families, and not every hour can be productive. There's a mother yelling for solve my internet, fix my Wi-Fi. Then there's my dad. He's like, oh, bring me tea. Then there's my brother, make me snacks. So not every hour can be productive, but one thing is for sure: once you know who you are and how things can work out for you and how you're gonna make things work out for you, everything is gonna fall in place. I promise you. And just believe in yourself. Just believe and keep believing, and take things one day at a time. And I promise things are gonna be fine. Things are gonna be completely fine, and stop being so, bound up the ass about being so productive. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and please watch some of my previous videos, like, subscribe, and comment, and probably leave me a thoughtful you know mail, or not a mail. I have not made a mail ID for this channel or something, but then leave me a thoughtful comment below about what you thought about what I have to say. And please stay tuned for more videos in the future. Have a great day. Have a great day. Bye.